Raven, come on, baby. It's time to get up. Time to get up.
No, I like it here.
You don't understand. She's on her way up.
Well, who is she?
I told you before, the plumber. There's a leak in the kitchen. And she's on her way up to fix it.
Are you telling me you've got a lady plumber?
Yes, and she's on her way up. We have to leave, Raven.
Why do we have to leave for a plumber?
For one thing, there's going to be a lot of noise and commotion, and you said you had to leave.
Okay.
Good, I'll get your coat.
You don't have to be so eager to get rid of me.
Doing it for your own good. And it is late. You said you had to go. Oh, God, there's the doorbell.
That's the telephone, you big dope.
Yeah. Hello?
Johnny, everything's okay again.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry about the false alarm. Listen, you don't have to get rid of your lady friend. In fact, do whatever you can do to keep her there.
Oh, so the plumber's not going to be coming up, then?
The plumber? Oh, Buffy, yeah, she would have fixed you all right. No, don't worry, she's gone.
What happened?
Smiley did it. I mean, I think we have a real genius on our hands here. You know, he intercepted her at the bar, and then he convinced her that you weren't upstairs, and then they went out of the hotel arm in arm. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, wow, that means,
That means that all systems are go. You keep Raven warm and happy, and your jealous girlfriend is on her way upstairs now, and goodbye. Jinx, are you up for this?
Oh, yes. I think I'm going to be able to give a very good portrayal of a dead woman. It'll be very convincing. I feel half dead already.
Well, if you're not well, we'll just set it up another time.
Oh, no. Look, we've gone through too much tonight as it is. It's either now or never. So I'm going to take my trusty 6-shooter and head on up to the penthouse for the last roundup.
To get here and to be only an hour late.
Listen, are you sure that your mother is dead? I mean, you're not a doctor or anything. It may be hard to tell.
I better go take a look. Only... I wouldn't know any more about such things than you do.
Mrs. Ingersoll, I am sure, okay? She was lying very still and she wasn't breathing.
Take it easy, baby.
God, you said she was alive just a couple of hours ago, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, less than that. I mean, I took her up a tray around 8:30. And then I come back about 10 or 10:30 to check on her. Oh, if she was alive then. She told me... She said something about going to church tomorrow.
To church?
Yeah, well, I thought she was talking, crazy out of her head. I didn't know.
Jody, listen. You knew it could happen at any time. Dr. Hilmer told you that at the clinic.
Oh, I know. It's just that I thought that she'd wait until I got here. God, that sounds dumb.
No, it doesn't. Not at all. It should have happened that way. You should have been able to see her before she passed away.
It would have been a blessing if she could just have seen her little girl once more. But at least she knew you were thinking of her.
That's true. She knew that you had called. She knew that you wanted to see her.
Look, we better call Miles and Nicole, okay?
Yeah, we should. Mrs. Ingersoll, is there a phone I can use?
Oh, sure, out in the hall.
Thanks. Come in. Hello? Miles, is that you?
Yes, it's me. Dr. Hilmer went out for a few seconds to get us even more coffee. How are things going over there?
Bad news, I'm afraid.
Oh, no. I was afraid that would happen. You were too late?
Yeah. Listen, I think I should let Jody talk. Hold on one second.
Miles, could you come over here right now?
Yes, that's just what I was going to suggest. We can be there in 15 minutes.
Thanks.
Leonie Travis is dead.
Oh, Miles, how sad.
But not unexpected.
No, but it's just a shame that she couldn't have held on a little longer.
It's not the way fate wanted it.
It gets ruined. It ruined.
Yeah, maybe we were born under a bad sign. I'm a Taurus.
Yeah? I'm a pizza.
What?
Yeah, you see, I was born at home, and my mother said she was looking out the window, and she saw this great, big, neon pizza sign.
Maybe that's why you've got such crust, Mitz.
Huh?
I want to know what's going on in that hotel.
Relax. Smiley said he'd take care of the problem, and he will. He always takes care of things, doesn't he?
Sure he does. Look what happens. He hires 3 bozos that come in here dressed up like cops to sit down and play cards. Huh? Hey, what are we going to tell Sid happened to her money, huh?
Well, what I want to know is how we're going to keep that Buffy woman from going up to her own penthouse.
Maybe we'll have to kidnap her.
Isn't that illegal?
I'll have to check on it.
Well, what I want to know is where is our detective?
Calvin. I gotta call him! See? He's calling us.
Ah, sure, and you got the 9th Precinct, Sergeant O'Malley.
Hi, Sergeant. I think you're gonna have a little business tonight.
You're kidding.
Yep, Big Brother took care of Buffy Revere. Don't ask me how he did it, but he stopped her right in her tracks and he got her out of the hotel. They almost left arm in arm.
Hey, Jim, that's terrific.
Hector, what's going on?
Are we in business?
Now, what about Jinx Avery?
She just got into the elevator. She looks really pale, though. I think she's got a bad case of stage fright.
Yeah, well, I'm feeling a little shaky myself.
Okay, make sure everything's ready to go over there. The curtain is about ready to go up.
We'll be ready, boss. Okay, guys, we're back in business.
I'm gonna call Calvin.
Oh, I'm so excited I can't breathe.
Oh, take it easy. You don't have to go on stage for a little while.
Calvin, it's Cliff.
Oh, hey, what's happening?
We're in business. Jinx is on her way up to Ravens now for a shootout.
Yeah, you guys really doing it, huh?
Well, don't count your ravens before they hatch. You better get over here, though. We're gonna get that phone call from Johnny any minute now.
Yeah, okay, I'm on my way. Well, putting the old squeeze on Raven Whitney. And that is what I call turning the tables. Oh, no. 1 minute.
Hey, hope you're not going anyplace, Calvin. I just dropped by for a beer and maybe a little bit of conversation.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you said it was a standing invitation. Okay, I'd rather sit down. Where's my beer?
Look, at the risk of being rude, Damien, something sort of just came up, you know?
Oh, yeah? Is it business or pleasure?
Both.
Well, the truth is that I came over here for just that, a little bit of both.
What do you mean?
Don't you want to hear about Eddie Lorimer?
Oh, Eddie, yeah, sure. Okay, look, but I only got a couple of seconds. I promised some guys I'd meet him, okay?
Hey, do I get enough time for a beer?
Yeah, sure. So, go ahead, talk to me. What's happening with Eddie?
Well, it turns out that all our suspicions about Eddie have been confirmed. He's here to take over the Lucky Salvage Company and to run all the rackets in the town.
You gotta be kidding. That should make the honest citizens pretty happy. At least it's an indication that the guys running the organization are probably losing their marbles.
Yeah, well, there's no telling why they did it, but we got a tip from a stoolie who worked for Kenny Birdsong and a Stefan. He is the boss.
Another rags to riches story, hey?
Yeah, from a small-time punk to a big-time punk. Well, that's quite a promotion for Eddie. The question is, what did he do to deserve it?
Hard to say, but he must have done somebody a big favor.
Right. Well, he didn't kill Lucky Mitchell. The cops from the east said that his alibi is airtight.
Yeah, but, well, there's still those guys from New York who did take care of Lucky. I mean, maybe they did it for Eddie to put him in that job.
Well, that's a fair guess. In any case, I have a feeling that we're going to be seeing a lot.
Yeah, well, I'm afraid so, but would you do me one favor, please?
What's that?
Just stay away from Eddie.
Are you
Look,
kidding?
I know you got a lot of reason to dislike the guy.
You want to see my scar?
But look, he's got it in for you. I mean, you pull that undercover number on him, almost sent him up for life.
I think it's nice of him to give me a second chance.
That's not what I'm talking about, Ty. Look, he was nobody then. But the man has got an organization behind him now. I mean, he can push buttons.
Hey, what are you worried about me?
Let's just say that I don't want to break in. You partner.
Calvin, take it easy. Look, Lucky Mitchell was around as long as he was because he was smart enough not to push those kinds of buttons. I mean, he was a typical mob leader, but he knew better than going around killing.
Yeah, well, I am not so sure we can count on Eddie's being that smart. So why don't you do both of us a favor and just steer clear of the guy?
Look, if he's going to be working around town, that's going to be kind of difficult, right?
Yeah, I know that, but just try. That's all I'm asking. Look, I hate to rush you, but I gotta go. I promise.
Hey, okay, I can take a hint. Say, Calvin.
Yeah.
You all right?
What do you mean?
Well, you've been acting a little strange lately. Are you nervous about something?
No, it's probably the full moon. Come on, let's go.
Okay, I'm taking my beer with me.
Yeah, it's a low light.
Oh, why does it have to be too late?
Oh, honey, there was no way you could have known. We did the best we could.
It ain't your fault, honey. You tried.
That's true. You came up here even though your mother made it absolutely clear that she didn't want you to come.
You did all that could be done, Jody.
I know, it's just so unfair.
Well, of course it is. Oh, that's probably Miles.
Dr. Kavanaugh, I'm Mrs. Ingersoll.
Oh, hello. Listen, thank you very, very much for helping out the way you have.
Miles, did you see?
Yes. I just came from the apartment.
Did she die fairly recently, Miles?
She died very recently. But Jody, it's obvious she'd been ill for a very long time, probably quite a lot of pain, so if it's any comfort to you, at least she's out of her suffering.
Miles, what are we going to do about what are we going to do?
I've already called for an ambulance. I will make the burial arrangements as soon as I can.
What about, funeral service?
Well, we can do something about that tomorrow.
Which means we stay overnight.
Yes, I'm sure we can find a hotel. Do you think there's anyone else that we could contact?
I don't have any idea. Mrs. Ingersoll, do you know of anybody who should know about this?
No one I can think of.
Not even the men friends that you mentioned? Jody, what was it you said before about a man coming out of your mother's apartment?
Yeah.
What man?
What?
Oh, I don't know. He's just a visitor, I suppose. You see, I took the key that Mrs. Ingersoll gave me, but I didn't need it because when I went to open the door, there was this man. And he didn't say a word. He just stared at me and went downstairs.
Mrs. Ingersoll, do you have any idea who this man could be?
No, not the faintest. Leone had a lot of men callers, Doctor. Oh, not so many lately. As a matter of fact, I don't think any of her friends have been around the last few months.
Here we go, a nice fresh bottle.
I don't believe you. 2 minutes ago you were trying to throw me out of here. Now you've come in with more champagne.
Raven, I told you the plumbing problem was taken care of downstairs.
I have to go home.
No. One more glass. Just one.
I have one more glass. I'm gonna not be able to move.
What about a cup of coffee?
Yes. Now that sounds a lot more reasonable.
Good. I'll call room service.
Who is that?
Probably room service. I've lived here so long they can read my mind.
Where are my shoes?
Jeez. What are you doing here?
Hello, darling. Surprise? Well, what a pretty sight.
Now, look, I can explain everything.
Oh, I think it's self-explanatory. Hello. Oh, how soon they forget. It's Jinx Avery, Mrs. Whitney. Don't you remember? We met in the restaurant just a couple of hours ago. Now I remember. Yes, and who would have imagined that we'd be seeing each other again so soon?
Wait a minute. I think I can explain everything. Now, listen. Raven found out that my name is Lance Halliday, and my stage name is Johnny Gentry.
Oh, well, if you knew the name I'd like to call you. So, you're just friends, huh? Is that what you are, Mrs. Whitney? Just a friend? A friend who likes to walk around barefoot?
Now, listen, Mrs. Whitney simply came up here to see the penthouse.
Why do you even have to explain anything to her? Oh, no, go on, Lance. Please, go on. I'm fascinated.
Okay, Mrs. Whitney, for your information, is interested in interior decoration.
Oh, yes, I I can see. The decoration around here is very interesting. I like the champagne bottle.
Oh, come on, Jinx.
I knew what was going on the minute I saw you two together at that restaurant. I knew you'd picked up some cheap little tramp on that business trip.
Wait a minute, Larry.
I thought of coming up here right away to spoil your fun, but then I decided against it. I thought I'd go home first, so I could get this.
Put that pea shooter away.
Oh, you don't thrill, do you, Lance? Well, I assure you it's not a toy. If you just say the word, you'll find out.
Is that gun loaded?
Of course it's loaded. Isn't it adorable, Mrs. Whitney? And you know, it shoots the most adorable little bullets. But they do what they're supposed to do. They make nice, neat little holes in people, and then they die.
Now, come on, Jinx. I know you're sore about this, but there's no need for all these histrionics.
I'm going to shoot you, Lance.
No, you're not. You're going to give me that gun, and then we're going to sit down and have a nice little glass of champagne.
You're not. I am going to kill you. I am going to take one of these cute little bullets and put it right in you.
You will do nothing of the kind.
I wonder what medal they'll give me. Maybe the Congressional Medal of Honor for ridding America of its number one
Wait
snake.
a minute. Nothing happened.
Oh, shut up.
I'm a widow. My husband just died 2 weeks ago. He was just keeping me company.
Look, I put up with this man and his lies long enough. It's about time I do myself and every other woman in town a favor.
Give me the gun.
Let go!
But give it to me.
Stop! Let go!
Reagan, pick up the gun.
Let go!
Pick up the gun.
Let go of me! Let go! Let go!
No.
Give me that gun! No! I said give me that gun! No! Let it go! No! Give it to me! Give it!
You shot her. I don't feel a pulse.
Oh, God, she's dead. She's dead, and I killed her.
Seems as though a harmony is hard to find. Always on my mind. And frustrated days pass without sight. The edge of night, half dark, half light. Do you think we might wake up someday and be aware of all the games people play? Living circle